Get lost in the acoustic brilliance of 3D audio that surrounds you. Feel the embrace of the massage seats that adapt to your every move. Experience the warmth of a vehicle that welcomes you as you approach. We could tell you what makes a Lincoln SUV so extraordinary, but don't take our word for it. Take it on a test drive at the Lincoln Summer Invitation, with exclusive offers on now, only at your local Lincoln retailer.
The Roses were living the dream.
To you, my darling.
No, to you.
Until it all came crashing down.
You got fired. Fired?
On August 29th, stop.
You stop!
And see The Roses. Rated R. In theaters everywhere, August 29th.
Getting ready to step into your career era? Set yourself apart with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Hone your skills with apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and more, powered with the latest in creative AI. Students save over 55%, so you can build a portfolio you're proud of. Launch your future with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Visit adobe.com/students to learn more.
Bare naked, bare naked, bare naked. ABC. Welcome to the Bare Naked ABCs. I think this is how we start the show. I mean, it's been so long since we've recorded that it's hard to say for sure.
It's been a long time.
And this will be releasing at the end of the summer, but we're recording midsummer.
Happy Bare Naked Summer.
Midsummer. Good flip.
Happy last summer on Earth, which it probably will be. Joining me tonight, I have Aaron, Betsy, Heidi, and Tyler.
Whoa.
Good day, Governor.
We're so back.
We are so back. Good to see you, Tyler, by the way.
Thanks. Thanks for having me back.
Always good to have you.
And we got to see Tyler just a week ago, because a week ago we were all at the New Hampshire Pavilion, Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion, watching, I think it was Fastball.
Yep.
And Sugar Ray and some other band.
Yeah, some band. They were Canadian, I think.
Some other band that
was it Odds?
Came across again.
They're tragically hip.
Our kills.
No, it was Rush. We saw
Rush. Yeah. They played YY's Dead.
So I will say that moving on up to the east side for that show, where I almost didn't have tickets because I had told you all that my best friend, love you to pieces, she was getting tickets this time because I got the big dog tickets for my 50th, right?
Big dog.
And so I'm like, okay, whatever, lawn seats. I guess. All right. I should have gone and just told you guys.
With us plebs.
So then come to find out. So then our friends that couldn't go had VIP gold and gave them to us for a very, very deep discount. So we then moved on up. So then my best friend, who shall not be named, invited her boyfriend and another friend to take their lawn seats. And then they upgraded to regular seats as well, but just regular seats. But he's like, yeah, no, I told her, because I texted her Monday or Tuesday, because we always do the show together for 20 plus years. We've always we've done Great Woods when it was Great Woods, when it was really great. And he's like, well, yeah, when you text her, I told her, no, take the ticket and go with your friend. I'm like, wait a minute. So I never had a ticket to begin with, because she had I don't know if she forgot, but she played it off. But I was like, okay, well, yay. I mean, now we're here, but I could have gotten all the way there and been like, wait, what?
That would have been awkward, yeah.
That would have been awkward, but the band was great. And once again, I plugged us, and Jim turned to me and he goes, you're the one with the podcast. And I said, and so he said, yeah, my brother, Andy was telling me about it. And all of the things. And he said, and Ed was saying, why don't we have a song that starts with Z? Wait a minute. So it was really, we had a great little banter. They signed my shoes, which was amazing.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great.
I just had taken them off. their marketing person that deals with all the VIP in the backstage, her name is Alexa. She's fantastic. Shout out to Alexa. We'd love to get Alexa on the show. That'd be amazing, but we don't have a show anymore.
A lot of people
Alexa,
with Amazon,
turn off.
A lot of people with Amazon Echoes in their houses are like,
oh
really
yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, I got
now.
one sitting right there. But she was great. But it was, in my opinion, honestly, and we've all seen them countless times. I think I'm in the 30s or somewhere up there now. And that was one of the best shows I have seen them do ever.
It was a very good show.
And then I listened to the entire link you sent today, Tracy. I watched the whole thing. And my brain had been changed about Mark McGrath after that show. And then it just went to the next level after I listened to that particular interview.
It's funny. The interview that Heidi is referring to is the interview that Burt
Camper.
That's right. I can never get his name right.
Is it Kirshner or something like that?
Kirshner, yes.
Yeah.
Or something along that line.
Kirshner. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
My sweet Lord.
And he did an interview with Ed and Mark McGrath.
Yeah. Well, okay, so it's funny. I actually remember thinking this. To anyone who has been following the show and knows my takes on music, and has heard me...
And I'm going to interrupt you real quick, by the way. It was wonderful and great. It was wonderful and great to see Rachel at the show. Thank you for not only listening, but also coming up and seeing us at the show.
We had a couple of listeners.
I met him too. It was great.
That was really
We
cool.
were in the backstage VIP line together. And we were parked next to each other in the parking lot.
Funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we got to chat in a bit. And I was like, we have a fan.
So go ahead, Aaron. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no worries. No, it was interesting to me because when I was young and like when Sugar Ray and Fastball. Well, I remember when Sugar Ray was like a fairly heavy band. Their first like album or two, I want to say, they were a lot heavier, and then they kind of totally changed their aesthetic, and that's when they got really big. But if it wasn't Nirvana or Smashing Pumpkins or Soundgarden or Nine Inch Nails or whatever, I was like, whatever, it's pop, it's too happy, it's blah, 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 blah. So I was not particularly a big fan of Sugar Ray or even Fastball when they were like really popular. But, over the years, hearing like my friends sing these songs in karaoke and like being exposed to them now as an older person, who connects even less with what music is popular today. I'm like, man, what would I give for Mark McGrath and his Frosted Tips to be back at the top of the charts? Like, wow, I miss it. Yeah. So like, it was interesting. I heard them through new ears, and I thought both Fastball and Sugar Ray were really excellent. They really delivered. Like, they really played their hearts out. They really did a great set, both of them. The whole show was fantastic.
Agreed. Yeah, my faith in BNL has been renewed since that concert.
I remember you saying that. You were really happy. I was like, oh, nice. Because the last time we saw him, it wasn't like it was the worst thing ever. It wasn't a terrible show by any means, but it definitely felt they were more engaged. It felt like they were a little more energetic.
I just felt so much joy in the energy around me, and it was not just where I was in the second row center in front of Kevin most of the time, but I digress. But there was such a great energy and a great feel. The only thing that was driving me freaking bananas is for one of like, I take an occasional photo, but very rarely but I put the phone away and I start to really immerse myself in the experience. And there were a few people in front of me and all around me that was nothing but videoing the entire show. And I'm like, why? I realized for myself, it took me back, honestly, to the Great Woods days, to those concerts, Mix Fest, before we had cell phones and were recording every gosh darn show. And like, you were excited if you could find a bootleg, but nobody had the camera up in the air. So it was just really joyous. I don't know if it was just my feeling, to the point that here's a little fun story. I'm headed out after, I think it was after Sugar Ray got done, which again, I was blown away by Sugar Ray.
Yeah, they were really
I was
great.
really, really impressed, but I was impressed not only with just them as a band and their fun kind of side, but with the humility that Mark McGrath
it was clear like he understood
seemed...
his place in the ecosystem, and he was like, hey man, I'm happy to be doing what I love. And it was very like there was very positive vibe to the whole performance, and I really found it infectious.
It's funny to use the word humility to describe Mark McGrath because he's playing a role on stage.
Right. Yeah,
and the role he's playing on stage is 60-year-old man with frosted tips who
he plays that though. He was so self-deprecating about the whole thing, and he was really kind of like, and I know, probably some of it's a come on, but he seemed really appreciative that the audience was there for him. And
in the interview that he did with Bert, like he was very appreciative as well that like, hey, Ed Robertson asked us to join them on this tour because, we haven't really been doing much lately. And I think that taking a break and being away from the scene for a little bit kind of brings back the like, hey, we were only a small spark in the fire a while ago, and it goes by really quick, but these guys want to hear good music, and I can provide that for them. And I think he also they've been through numerous drummers. I was looking up when they were
they were spontaneously combusting drummers.
Heidi.
I missed you so much.
But they had Good Charlotte's drummer joining them on this tour in the last couple of years.
Yeah, they had a good lineup,
and it was really good. And they had a new bass player playing as well with them, and it was good that they felt like they were jiving together, but it also felt like they were really enjoying being there and being back in the spotlight.
Mark McGrath, we know you listen. Come on the show. Come on the new show. The Steve Page show.
Well, that was another very interesting part of that. Who else watched the whole Bert Kreischer interview?
Oh, I saw it.
I only watched the segment.
I need to watch
that.
The Steve
that
stuff.
got a little whoof in the Steve stuff.
Yeah.
If you watch it around 26, he
yeah.
does get asked about the interactions with Steve and if they're still friends, and they are not. And you can see Ed is hurt. Like he doesn't hide the pain very well in that interview.
No, but that's okay. I mean, he's like, we're definitely not friends, but he's, recognizes that Steve's moved on and done great things. So
it's interesting. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the whole people being disappointed to learn that Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman are not friends. And it's always like, hey, man, we respected each other. We worked well together. It never needed to be anything more than that. But it is sad because that they once were friends in this case. So
they would literally kiss every night.
Both hands and go to bed.
Now kiss. No, yeah. So I mean, but yeah, I can only imagine that there's so much emotional baggage there.
For it to happen over money just is extra sad. I
still say do a Ships and Dips with two separate stages, and just so you can stand right in the middle and hear a perfect combination of the two, and they've all got the same click track and the same whatever. So they're playing together. They're just in separate spaces. They don't have to interact physically, but they can still make music together. Make it happen, boys.
I want to hear the dueling banjos between the two of them.
My gosh, should I tell you?
Ben Folds needs to also be on that cruise so we can have dueling pianos between him and Kevin.
Oh my God.
A little joke with the dueling banjos during sound check. During sound check, they start going into dueling banjos, and I when they get done, and it was a really, really short sound check. It was very short. They did Big Backyard. They did, I'm trying to think. But then they went into that and they get done, and I said really loudly, I'm like, "You got a purty mouth." And Ed just kind of looked at me, and then Tyler jumped in and he goes, "Just imagine Ned Beatty's face." So then later, so I was like, "Thank God somebody got the deliverance right." I'm like, "Sorry, Gen X horror film reference for y'all." And so then later, I'm sitting in the parking lot, we're tailgating, and first Kevin took a walk. He was just kind of walking around. That's what I love about the Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion is the guy.
Oh, it's a great venue.
And later, Tyler was out riding his bike, and I'm like, "Hey, Tyler, thanks for picking up that line." He's like, "Anytime." So
nice.
Little moments. But you can really tell that they also really love to play that particular venue.
Yeah,
I didn't know
they made several references to the staff.
They skit every year, yeah.
Basketball hoops. There's
swimming pool.
Oh yeah, I just saw a backstage Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion video where they
shared it. Yeah,
it's really, really cool.
It's real nice.
Well, and they showed the food that they give them there too.
Every day, like they're treated like really super well there, and so a lot of the bands bring their whole like families up and go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I think a big part of it, obviously, the setting. Like you're in the New Hampshire Lakes region.
Like
you're getting treated well by the staff. But I think a part of it is you look out from that stage and you see only fans.
Only fans.
you see
they have a big screen.
Immersed in fans.
You see the people in the front section. You see the people in the middle sections. You see the people on the lawn way in the back. It feels like you're at Woodstock or something. You're like, there are just people as far as I can see.
That's another. So this kind of reminds me of like when I tell people I'm from Maine and they don't know much about Maine. I had this conversation a few times in New York. People were like, "Well, what baseball team do you root for?" I'm like, "Oh, the Red Sox." You know what I mean? It's like New England is such a because Maine and New Hampshire don't have a lot of like really big cities and stuff. It's all sort of like this hub. So people come from Maine, people come from Massachusetts. Like you can get a really big crowd there because there's a central space that's not too far of a drive from a lot of places in New England. So I think it's a great location. It's a wonderful venue. I always appreciate that they have lots of interesting, very very pricey but good drinks and food there. So it's just it's a cool place. I haven't ever seen a bad show in that venue.
Well, the whole entrance to the pavilion too is you have this whole like lot of vendors and merchandise stands.
Yeah. They have like a warm-up band before the concert on a side stage when you're coming in.
A couple hundred bathrooms.
Yeah.
I remember when I was probably 8 or so years old going to see a Weird Al show in Guilford.
Nice.
At the same venue.
That's awesome.
And it was literally like magic. Like there was like an R2D2 like rolling around. Like it's a little carnival that you get to experience before going into the actual show.
Yeah, it's almost like a mini music festival, because you had three bands plus at least that one band when I came in that was playing on the side stage. So I got to hear 4 bands. I got to try some food and drink, and it's very much like a little mini music.
They have paddle boat rides.
Yeah. Oh yes.
I think the food overall is nothing to write home.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like it's not gourmet, but certainly. Nice to have
lots of beverages. Lots of beverages,
that's for sure.
So I do want to say one
and
thing
freebies. Lots of freebies.
I was a little sad about with the concert.
What was that?
And worried. The majority of the band, 75% of the band, I was really happy with.
Okay.
I was really concerned for Ed. There were numerous times during the concert that Ed had a very difficult time with the lyrics, and it's usually lyrics that he does not trip over, and he was not able to get them out. He was tripping over one week. He was tripping over Pinch Me. Whenever they sped up a song to its normal speed, he seemed to have a really hard time keeping up with the lyrics, and that really worried me. I hope that everything's okay with Ed, but it just felt like something was off for him. And there were other songs that they had slowed down, and I'm wondering if that's why they've been slowing things down as well, is that Ed is having a hard time keeping up with it.
Well, that interview, I mean, he seemed so like healthier than last year and everything, and seemed like he was kind of on the rebound or whatever. But he said the ballads were harder for him to perform than the quicker songs too. So I don't know if you found that was true, but
Pinch Me, he messed up the chorus every time. He was not able to keep up with it. And then one week with the chorus, he wasn't able to keep up with it.
I'll say I didn't notice any.
I didn't notice.
Flubs.
Yeah, but
I think I heard a couple, but
there were a few little ones.
It didn't concern me the way that it does you, Tracy. But then again, I haven't. How many times have you seen them live? I've seen them a couple of times. You know,
I actually mentioned that he flubbed up that one section, but
he was covering it well, because what he would do is he would kind of hum a little bit to the right melody, but you could tell the words weren't coming out.
Yeah, maybe because I was singing the words too.
That's what it was.
It was like a dream you're trying to. I'm like, you blurred that.
So
I just my point isn't like I wasn't mesmerized by Ed. He was the most energized I've seen him in years.
Yes.
He was having a good time versus last year when I saw him. He definitely looked like he was like on the last stage of the tour, like dead energy, like trying to get through the night. This year, no, he had energy. He seemed to be really engaged, really enjoying the concert, having fun, doing a lot of ad-libbing with the guys, which was great. It was just when things got started going fast, he was not able to keep up with the words. So I just hope that Ed is okay.
Well, I hope so too, obviously. But yeah, I do. I wasn't as concerned. I mean, like I said, it's hard to speculate based on a single performance, and I think overall the energy was there, the enthusiasm was there, which was for me the big draw. It seemed like they were having a lot more fun, which is good.
Yeah, talk about a band that's built an audience over the years, especially in the sort of modern era of Bare Naked Ladies. And this is an overall question I wanted to ask you guys. Like, where do you think they stand in terms of like ratio of, modern era songs versus old era songs? Do you think that, the people that aren't like us that are coming to see a sort of throwback style concert, like, oh, Fastball and Sugar Ray and Bare Naked Ladies, I can't wait to be in the 90s again. Yeah. Meanwhile, they only played, 4 or 5 original full set Bare Naked Ladies songs, and 3 of them were from their first album.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this kind of ties back in with the rift with Steven and everything. Like, it's got to be a little odd. I'm sure there are multiple reasons why they would prefer to play newer songs. And a big part of it is probably, this is the configuration that wrote those songs, so that's part of it, But I'm sure they understand that there's a lot of nostalgia and a lot of love for those older songs too. So I mean, I'm glad that they did include some of them. I'll say this: I was more satisfied seeing Stephen Page earlier in the year, hearing him play things like Call and Answer, but. Having said that, it was a lot of fun, and I did enjoy this. I would have liked to have heard more of the older songs. Personally, that's just me. But I guess I was kind of just happy to hear whatever they were wanting to play, as long as they were having a good time and they were playing well, which they were. That was me. What did you think, Beth?
What was the set list again? Because I'm kind of blanking on it, but it's. I mean, I know they're obviously. I remember playing Big Bang.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say that I liked. They were able to sort of sandwich the like new album songs like 2/3 of the way through the concert, where it was like, oh, it's like it's going to go over a little better if we build up a lot of trust.
Yeah,
and their opening set was like amazing. You start out with Gonna Walk, which is a modern era Bare Naked Ladies song, but has that original Bare Naked Ladies feel where it's like, oh, it's a pop song mixed with a sort of folk audience participation, fun Bare Naked Ladies feel. And then you get some of these newer songs that are good but don't have that Bare Naked Ladies feel, that are sort of modern ed pop era. But I will say, Looking Up, good song. Not going to complain to hear it. They did Gonna Walk, Looking Up, Old Apartment.
Loved the Old Apartment. That was great. Yeah.
Yep. Hello City was in there.
Hello City.
Later.
I was surprised to hear Hello City. That was a good
with a little bit of I Love You, which was a big surprise.
Yeah, that was a big surprise.
Every night has been pretty much exactly the same concert, although there's a little variation. So some nights they'll play Light Up My Room, some nights they won't. Some nights they do Hello City. Last night they got rid of Hello City to play War Pigs. Obviously,
I wish we'd heard that.
I know. God. So
R.I.P.
But for the most part, they're kind of playing the same songs every night. So, I have in here last night's. I can go back to the 12th here. Hold on.
Yeah, I've got it in front of me too.
Then they did their ad libs. They did Hello City, I Love You. They did Just Wait, Pinch Me, Big Backyard, and then Clearly Lost.
That's Kevin's song, right?
Big Backyard, yep.
Oh, what's Clearly Lost? Is that who?
That's Ed.
That's an Ed song. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot, because the only Kevin song was Big Backyard, and I was confused by that.
Can I say I enjoyed Big Backyard way more this time than I did last year? I don't know why. It's not that I hated it last year or anything, but I really it struck a chord with me this year. I don't know. Kevin's vocal performance was really great.
Yeah, and his piano playing and guitar playing was phenomenal this year too.
Yeah, the banjo was great.
They played Raisins, speaking of the banjo, which was really wonderful to hear because I love... And they did Brian Wilson, which they did a great job with.
Always, that's one of my favorites.
The only downside with that was they had the lights go down when they had hit the big ending, and I always loved watching Jim during that ending, him just going and killing the bass on Grandma.
Yeah.
He's killing Grandma every night.
If you had to put money on the table, I would suggest that the reason they do that song still is because it's the bass solo that Jim gets to do. That's like his time to shine. I mean, he did that solo in 1992. It's insanely good when you listen to it on the record, and it's insanely good when you listen to it live.
100%.
I loved Jim's Muppet Show theme phenomena solo that he did. Speaking of that, Tyler, I was like, okay, good, something different. Also, huge Muppet fan here.
Yeah.
What?
And so,
yay! Kermit, we know you listen. Come on the show. Let's get Kermit back here for another Noah episode.
Wait. This is something that I feel strongly about, Aaron.
Yep.
The Muppet brand overall, the Muppets should be on podcasts.
Yeah.
How? I mean, I guess they did Elmo on Chicken Shop Date or whatever. Like, but
we gotta get Frank Oz on here. Frank, we know you listen. Come on the show.
In character Muppets should just be on all podcasts. Like, there should be a Muppet on a podcast every week. Why are they not doing that?
That would be cool if they did like a podcast hop thing. So like, this week, Rolf is here.
I totally agree, and I hope that happens more in the future, Tyler.
Oh my God, who would you pick to go on Joe Rogan? I want the Count to go on Joe Rogan.
It's Fozzie, because they talk about old stand-up.
Animal. That's true.
No, you have to have Fozzie go on with what's his name, with Howard Stern.
God.
I guess the other one to go on Joe Rogan would be Sam Eagle, and they just get all
my God, yeah, Sam Eagle,
Waldorf.
Well, I wish
they also covered Love and Mercy, bringing us back to the concert. Brian Wilson's Love and Mercy. So what a great way to show homage to that as well. I wish they'd done more with their So Long Farewell. That they did their little homage to.
Oh wait, I have a complaint about the modern pop medley.
Yeah.
That it was Pink mostly chaperone.
Look. In terms of actual good pop songs that have come out in the last 2 years, Pink Pony Club and Hot to Go are kind of the ones.
They're bangers, yeah.
And I think The Giver is also a great song of hers. But you got Kevin singing Pink Pony Club, right? And he's doing the slow piano intro.
Yeah.
And then he jumps from the verse to the chorus where it's Pink Pony Club, but he skips the what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, like the high part that Kevin could sing. He could actually hit those notes. I'm just having fun. Like he could actually do that. And he skipped that whole 8 bars of the song, 16 bars of the song. It's like, that's the best part. That's the part that people sing along to.
Kevin, you have some explaining to do. Come on the show.
Sometimes when they touch, sometimes when we touch.
Sometimes when we touch.
I did enjoy Tyler's Highway to Hell.
Yeah, that was great. Nice.
Not
energy.
My Tyler Stewart.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought
I'm sure I'd enjoy it if you did too, but I didn't like the song that they chose for their everyone come onto stage together to play together.
The final encore with all the bands.
Yeah, the Summer of '69 isn't one of my favorite Bryan Adams songs to begin with, but it just isn't a song that I'm like, oh my god.
Question: what is your favorite Bryan Adams song?
I don't even know if I even
Everything
have one.
I do.
Covering Bryan Adams.
I kind of have a soft spot for the Three Musketeers song. All for One, All for Love. I know it's cheesy, but
here's something though. I feel like it was only a couple years ago when they committed to doing the actual big super group band thing at the end.
Yeah.
With the Five for Fighting and the other band, I forget. And that was 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, they stopped doing it around then. They had been since way back with Grinning Streak. When they did the Grinning Streak tour, they would have everyone come on for that encore.
The last time we saw them, Five for Fighting joined them on stage. Definitely, I remember that.
Yeah. So. And then that's when they kind of moved away and they only had some of the band or a couple of members of the band come back on. This is the first time that they had everyone back on again, which is great. I love the super group idea.
Nice energy.
Yeah. I just wish they had chosen a different song.
It was funny when they did the Traveling Wilburys song because it was like, oh, that's a super group song.
Yeah.
There you go. Give me meta.
And Summer of '69 is a fun summer song. But as when you hear a cover song, you want it to feel resonant and special. And you don't want to just be like, oh, they just picked a fun song that everyone's gonna like.
I kind of would like if they played one of their songs, have Mark McGrath and have Fastball be joining them on a BNL song, they could do a little medley, one of each of their songs or something. That'd be fun too, I will say this, I don't know if it came up on this show. I think maybe in conversation I was talking to you guys. We talked about this was a different conversation. But I saw the Lennon Claypool Delirium, and they played my favorite Primus song, Southbound Pachyderm, and they played my favorite Beatles song, Dear Prudence. So it was really cool to hear that group play those songs. So something like that could be really special.
Now, when you saw that, did the bass player play drums on Dear Prudence?
No, although Les does play drums. He plays drums in Merv and a couple other bands. I want to say the Frog Brigade or whatever it's called. Well, that man could do anything.
It's not even the best drummer in Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, Ed did a great job on the drums, honestly. He was holding it down.
So I want to take a moment and we have 3 minutes left, and we're going to be switching to our new format in a couple of weeks here.
Yes, we'll see you very soon.
I haven't had a chance for Betsy or Aaron or Heidi to give proper goodbyes or thank yous, so I'm going to give you each a minute to say what you might like to say.
No preparation or warning. Excellent.
That makes it more from the heart. I'll have Aaron go first so you can thank Betsy.
Yeah.
Well, folks,
It's been quite a journey. Tracy, how many years did this project? 7? I was going to say 5, and I thought that was outrageous. It's been, yeah, wow, I guess it has been that long. It's been a long time. I remember when you first came to me and asked me about it. This kind of reminds me, so 7 years is perfect because this is a perfect analogy. It's like when you hear the Star Trek The Next Generation actors talking about season 1, they're like, this is never going to last. And then it became something really special. So I would say the same thing is true of this. Like, this is a project that I was like, hey, this is my good friend asking me to do something, talking about a subject I love, music. Of course I'm going to do this. I have no idea how long this will last, but like I'll enjoy it and I'll have fun. And man, I got to talk to Dave Foley. I got to talk to Noah Janex. I got to talk to Andy Cregan. I got to talk to so many amazing people. And I got to talk to my very good friends, and I made friends, and I made very, very precious friends. So this has been a wonderful experience, and I can't even thank you enough, Tracy, for reaching out all those years ago and inviting me to take part in this, and I'm so glad that I did.
Heidi?
I can't even process it because I think I came on at the end of 2020. Was that about it?
Sounds about right.
And it was a fluke because longtime band fan who just thought one day, why I have 2 hours to drive to work every day back and forth, 4 hours total. I need to listen to some podcasts. And I was listening to a ton of true crime. And I was like, what is there a Bare Naked Ladies podcast? Because that'd be amazing. And that was the beginning of something very special. So I'm very happy for my new family for taking me in. And at the end of that first episode where I was just me and having an amazing time, I prepped for that episode for like a whole week, by the way. I did so much work. And I had the time of my life. So, and I've never felt this way before. But I'm thrilled to see what we all get to do together. It's been amazing getting to know Bets and Aaron and you, Tracy, of course, and Stefan and that he who shall not be named, who left us for bigger and brighter things, Jeffrey. And it's been great to have Tyler on and meet like Aaron said, all those great things. So much love, much love.
So this is my part. Okay, so like I think mine was 4 years ago that I just invited myself on and did a lot of prep, and have done a lot less prep since. I get to meet a lot of cool people and process a lot of feelings through the songs, honestly. So it's been like therapy for me, and I've met the best people through this podcast and some very special people. So I'm eternally grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm extraordinarily grateful that I got to meet you through this.
Yay!
What an amazing experience. So thank you so much. I'm so glad that you joined.
Me too. I should invite myself onto more things.
Well, don't forget to check us out is it Turning the Page?
I think so.
Don't forget to check out Turning the Page, or insert title of podcast here, where we explore the solo career of Stephen Page. I'm very, very excited for that. See you next time. Or next show. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, that was fun. Don't forget, no regrets, except maybe one.
Hey, I can't make you a co-host anymore? Fuckers.
What is this?
Those fuckers
Hey-o. Are gonna pay.
Sorry, I was doing I think you should leave. I just
any
wanted
of
to know
these fuckers
if any of those
popped out of the wall.
Fuckers.
Not trying to get a laugh.
Jump out of the wall and yell "Cup shot."
Not trying to give anyone the worst day on their job. But do any of these fuckers, all right, hold on 1 second.
It's the pause. It's the pause.
Ah, there we go.
Any of these.
Hey, there we go.
All right. I can't even see you guys if I take my glasses off. So,
Tyler, that is one of my favorite episodes of that show. I'm a big fan of Carl Havoc. I don't want to be around anymore.
Is his middle name Breek?
So sad.
He's a general. General Havoc.